So frustrating. Like, why doesn't it work? Why doesn't it just stay on? Alright, we're back. We're back. We're back. I keep having this fucking stream. I don't understand. Hey, we're back. Welcome back to the chat. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, come on, man. Who's my baby? Now tell me the standard right now. I am going to step away as I see how stable the live stream is. I have no idea why it just crashed. We're back on. Back in business. Welcome aboard, stay aboard. But this is my all. Welcome, man. This is my all. You are more than welcome to hang out. Holy shit. I gotta share out the stream here real quick. Got all fucked up again. Holy shit. I hope it stays stable. Shit's fucking fucked. Hey, we are climbing 24,000 up to 38,000 feet on our way out of Atlanta. I will step away for just a moment. BRB. Don't chat. I'll do. Oh shit, I can't even type that. BRB, bottom line, and I'll be right back in just a few minutes. back. Welcome back, everybody. Check out some big views. All right, all right. We should be approaching our cruising altitude. Cloud 30, our recipe. Close. And it's going to be basically just ground persistence. Bada boom. Probably do full configured. This is 175. Box. Bada boom. Stella Ann up in the house with the money wings, baby. You guys hear me on mic pretty good, or do I need to crank it up a notch? Do I need to throw it up a little bit here, about right here? We got Frankie Bobby's truck. What's up? What up, Frankie Bobby's truck? What up? What's going on, Judy Beard? Loud and clear. All right, good. All right, I'll put it back down. Just a notch. Tire rods are doing pretty good on this thing, but this is mile. They're hanging in there. We don't have that much cruise time, so the tire rod should hold. So we're not really like, we got like 160 miles, and at cruise that sounds like a lot of miles, but at this speed that we're flying, it's like maybe 40 minutes, something like that. Loud and clear, baby. We sure Stella might be able to help you out. Hey, Stella, hey, I got some items I'm trying to sell out of a public library, but hey, if you want to throw me $2,000 like on the rip, like my hand's out there, girl. I'll take it. No refunds on gifts. That's what he said too. It's like, it's a gift. Ain't no refund. You gave me that money. You ain't getting it back. Nope. Bottom line. Ain't getting that back. You ain't getting that money back. You give me a gift. There's for no refund. No refund. Bottom line. Bottom line. Hey, Judy Beard, do you plan on doing any flag waves coming up soon? Are there any events in Tyler, Texas that's going to save our constitutional republic that you're going to be attending? Inquiring minds are very interested. Oh, Jay Jones. Jay Jones with the bones. A straight bidder, not a quitter. Is ghosting Judy Beard. Are you serious? All this infighting, guys, all this infighting has to stop. Okay? Glory Beef said it during her auction. No more infighting. Get real. Get real. Enough's enough. We've had enough. Well, Judy, my heart goes out to you. Jay Jones, he's a complicated character. He's kind of out there, you know. So I understand your strife with Jay Jones. I totally get it. I can't relate, but I understand. So Judy, my heart goes out to you. Keep that keep them O2 levels normal. What do you think about Santa coming back from the Philippines after getting married to a woman in the Philippines, returning from the Philippines after Mama Faye had a stroke, but continuing to just put out these weird videos of things? What do you think about all that? I'm loving how things are stable right now, which is amazing. Like, this doesn't happen. Like, the beef bracelets, I mean, come on. I mean, they're works of art. These things are handcrafted, one of a kind. You can't find them. You can't find them on Amazon. Try Googling up some of her craft creations. The croissant beads, the wooden mushroom chime. Like, have you ever found or looked up online or seen such an amazing craftsmanship? The strings are perfectly twined around the mushrooms and the hooks and stuff. Like, you can tell the quality of the baking of the pine cones, the way they shimmer in the dingy light of Glory Beef's dwelling. I mean, come on, man. Doesn't that just like make you want to throw out a $35 bid and pay $15 shipping? Bro, I don't know what makes me want to do that, but man, Glory Beef is like the best the sales lady of all. I mean, she like blows my mind every time. Every auction is an absolute banger. Well, yeah, Santa loves Jesus and throwing out them TikTok style videos. He's trying to go viral. He's trying to get like some website thing going. I forget what it was called. Some influencer style shit with AI. And then you got Glory Beef with her her perks, right? She's got these things called perks from her channel, and you must pay for those perks. So similar to Wyckoff, you can pay for the perks, or you can just watch his TikTok and you don't need to buy them. Beef has these perks, like 2 different levels. The $2.99 level, I think, is like you get like some emojis that you can throw out there. Your name is green. Unless you're a mod, then you won't know. You'll see like the little membership symbol by your name, and that's about it. Like, so that's gonna cost you $3 a month. And then you got the $6.99 level, which is monthly. And this should include pajama parties, members only. Get your fuzzy socks out, get your PJs out, get your Fisher's popcorn bucket out, get inside your fucking van in your goddamn garage, and let's fucking have a party. Members only. Doesn't happen. Never happens. And I'm pissed. Because I signed up for this bullshit. I ain't seen a fucking pajama party, fucking Bumble party. I am through the goddamn roof. I'm pissed beyond all, man. I'm pissed on a goddamn stick. That's what I am right now. You understand where I'm coming from? Hopefully that all makes sense. Masterful Clackers, Low-Cal Ministries, yeah, Low-Cal Ministries, yeah. What the hell is that shit? Who gives a damn about them emojis? Like, seriously, like these emojis and like these like Bumble fests. This is her main source of like revenue. Back, my mic's up. Holy shit, chat's flying. Hello, Glory one day. Hello, Hell with Glory. One day, she and I were discussing bees and butterflies. The next day, she blocked me out of the blue. I'm blocked, I turn my back. I totally get the vibe there, Nancy. Like, you get blocked, man, it's kinda cold. You know, it stings. It stings a little bit when beef blocks you, right? You feel a little sting in your heart. You feel like you lost a chance to maybe like make her understand basic stuff, but she won't. She's got like the mind of a goldfish, and there's no getting through that. There's no getting beyond the goldfish mentality of Glory Beef. No matter how hard you try, if you try to have a conversation with Glory Beef, it's not going to be a conversation. It's going to be beef, just over talking, being very hyperactive with her voice and her inflections of her voice, and just completely just not even listen. And that's how all these chuds act. Like, same with Meatwad, like Flag Perv, all these people. They will just barrel through your thoughts and just completely just talk over you. It's like big drunk does the same thing when he goes out and protests, or Oreo, Cookie Boy. They all do it. It's all the same script. It's the same old tired script. But they claim they want to have conversations. Oh, let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's sit down and let's talk. Have a conversation. Jesus Christ. I gotta catch back on chat. Holy fuck. She's selling Riz in the chat between Wyoming Girl and the Lust Rollies. Yeah, Judy Beard. Beef is completely selling out on her mods. Basically are holding her afloat, and they do it out of sympathy, right? They feel sorry for her. Who gives a damn about special chat emojis? Exactly, Nancy. That's her $2.99 level. You guys spend $3 a month for emojis. You know, come on. Damn it, Hampton, you were cheating out of a jam party. You know, I'm on the highest level, man. I'm trying to get in that PJ party. I want some of that action, but it ain't happening. Jude Beer gave you guys one, damn it. Okay, well, we're going back. Glory, Nancy says, Glory must not need much revenue to get by. She's barely scraping the revenue lately on her auctions. She's having frequent auctions with less revenue. Judy Beer says she's going to bi-weekly auctions. Okay, let's see how that works out. Okay, she doesn't even know when to time them. Like, she just puts them at random times, gives you no notice, and boom, you got an auction that's not going to work. There you go, Beef. Hippie Mama instructed her to block. It was bizarre. So you were teamed up on Nancy with the mods. Like, they were getting all freaked out about Nancy in the chat. Holy shit, Nancy. Should I time you out, Nancy? Should I time you out for a minute, just for old time's sake? You can get a little feel of that timeout action. That was good. I didn't know Hippie from a hole in the ground. Trust me, you don't want to know anything she's said or done or been around prior to the convoy. You don't want to know any of that content because it's horrible. It'll ruin your life. You can't unsee it. Don't look for it. But this is my all blocked at the first comment. I would imagine just with that name alone, dude. That name alone will raise suspicions in the chud chats. They're just gonna be like, "Whoa, nope, see you later. Nope, we're not even gonna entertain you." But that's how they work, man. I'm the highest paying member on Beef's members only, yeah. I mean, I paid a good pretty penny for my services, but zero perks, man. I got fucking no perks out of this shit. $7 a month, I get shit on. I get shitty auctions and shitty 30-second videos of her walking down the fucking whatever beach she was at, you know, whatever mid-Atlantic beach she was at, with some driftwood and her fucking turning the camera on her face going, "Look at me, I'm at the beach." Like, that's what I fucking pay for every damn month with this shit, man. Alright, just give it a second here. Got a little bit of a lag spike, slightly lag spike. We're back. Nancy, I'm not even going to describe the details on this channel because I don't want my channel to get taken down for describing the details of you know her as Hippie Mama. I know her as a different name. I'm not even going to say the name, so you don't even have to know. Trust me, you don't want to know. You don't need to know, you don't want to know, just trust me, it's not pretty. It ain't pretty, girl. It ain't pretty. Judy Beer says, as someone who has seen the pill. Yeah, see, that's Judy's even putting it very. That's like she's putting it very lightly with the pillow comment. No, like it gets worse. It's way worse than that. Well, you know Ronald McDonald. Wait, we got the. Oh, I heard some. Okay, now this is going to Ronald McDonald College of Theology. Yeah, theology. Yeah, Ronald McDonald College. Yeah, she's throwing them Bible verses out there, right? Like she's been saved all of a sudden. Now, ever since she joined the convoy in the 1776. All of a sudden now the Bible's in her life and God's in her life and she can read verses and shit. Like all these chuds pretend to be fucking like saints, like of virtue or whatever, you know. Like I'm gonna come up here and you join my chat because you want to learn about Jesus, but I'm gonna talk about chemtrails. Like come the fuck on. I haven't heard that fucking flag perv. I'm not trying to turn the tables here on flag perv. We might as well, fuck it. I haven't heard that guy fucking say one Bible verse. I can't even fucking talk. I haven't heard that guy say one Bible verse. Bible verse. I haven't heard him say one Bible verse. Give me one, man. Don't Google it. Just like Meanwhile would say. Say a Bible verse. Don't Google it. I mean, he's got a Bible in his hand, but he won't say one. Even Trump himself won't tell you his favorite one. But now all of a sudden, you're saved, man. Everything's gonna be good. It's like, get out of here with that bullshit. We're all winning. Are you tired of winning now? It's like, what are you talking about winning, dude? What did you win, man? Tell me what you won. Exactly. Tell me what you won. Did you win the fucking lottery, man? Did you buy a scratch off and win like $100 or something? Like, what did you win? What have you won since? What is this sense of winning? What is the vibe of winning? I'm starting to sound like fucking that Talcott motherfucker, like all spiritual divinity bullshit. Like, nah, I ain't going there. Anyway, I'm gonna read some comments. Dude, weird. Nancy says, "Yeah, I remember. She has some other creepy name. I don't need to be reminded. I'm not gonna remind you. Don't worry, we're not gonna say it. But this is my alt. It says, not since Avenger Blood from the right to normal. I can't even say it. The right to normal. I feel bad for Hippie's daughter being dragged into those freezing sweltering camp house. Yeah, I feel bad for the whole. Yeah, like being nomadic and thinking, oh, we're gonna save the country and let's go truck around the country and think everything's gonna be hunky dory after we honk our horns and wave our flags and stuff. Like this is gonna fix everything, and it's like, come on, that's not how. And they're still at it. The MAGA Warriors channel, they're still doing their flag wave, bullshit. Oh yeah, let's check on our altitude where we need to descend. Where we need to descend to. Check that real fast. Come down to 6,000 feet. All right, cool. Set that right there. Box. Sorry guys, gotta aviate for a moment. But yeah, and now you got the whole fragmentation of like what we know. Hey Judy Period, if you gotta go, hey, catch up. We're gonna land. We're gonna keep this stream going and land. Catch up later. Have a good night, Judy Beard. Appreciate you being here. Always well. Nancy Sales, and the other poor kid, Lunch Pail, whatever. Eight, yeah. Um, it was just not a good look. Bringing like the nomadic sense of let's bring in we're bringing in kids now. Like we're gonna camp out in a parking lot. Like it just all from the beginning never had a good look to it as like a patriotic thing. It it had those kind of like cultish vibes, like we're gonna stick together in a parking lot and plot our next move, and that screams to me like it's cultish, but we're gonna follow this ideology the whole way. We're gonna keep on this path of ideological messaging and presence. Every day we're going to do our morning stuff. Every evening we're going to do our evening stuff. We're going to try to put in a routine of operations, right? And that's kind of what they try to do, right? In a sense. And then the way 1776 was kind of run was similar, but it was on a smaller scale. But it was like we're going to wake up in the morning, we're going to preach and talk and gather our thoughts, right? Like we all had a rough night from all the Antifa swirling around the lawn, right? And then we're going to wake up and we're going to try to clear our thoughts. And here we go, top of descent reached. We are now descending, so I got to keep an eye on things, like especially the speed brake. So anyway, we're going to flip on the speed brake right now, give it a little bit. Back to my thought here, we're gonna wake up and do our routine and get everything out, get everything off our chest. We're gonna try to set an agenda for what we're gonna do for the day, which was mainly sitting there and trying to hand out pocket constitutions to passerbyers who could be just people that lived there, passing through, tourist, visitor, that kind of thing. But we're going to try to get our word out, and we're going to change everything. Everything's going to be fixed. Polish Agnes made most of the signage. She was like the signage queen of the movement, I would say. She helped with a lot of that stuff. She was behind the scenes with a lot of that stuff. And then you just had the people that showed up. They fucking went live. They turned on their YouTube live. They had their fucking monetization cranked up to full blast, and they just took in super chats. And they didn't give any of those super chats to the movement that they were streaming. So that created all kinds of fucking... Y'all remember this shit. It created all kinds of fucking turmoil. All kinds of feuds, all kinds of like quick little, it turned little small fires, all over the convoy group itself as a whole, as a like organic thing at that moment. Like people were going at each other, people were asking questions. You had fucking X-Ray going after Taco Joe, asking him, why are you getting all these super chats? You ain't helping out. You ain't giving to the movement. Why are you getting all these super chats? What makes you so important? Why are you such a big shot getting all this money and you ain't helping out? And it just created all of this strife. It just, it detracted the entire movement. It fragmented people's minds and perspectives, and it created these smaller alliances that we now know of, right, that have even fragmented further than that. It's been an ultimate fragmentation of shit. Nancy, I gotta catch up on these chats. Holy fuck. I'm just like blurting out shit right now, but hopefully it makes sense. But it's like watching all this go down over time and just decaying over time was insane. Al Tater Tot and a la carte menu. But it's not okay. Nancy, that parking lot looked miserable. They took the poor kid swimming. Yeah. Exactly once. Yeah, they took him out for like a little trip, like maybe once. But then Nancy says, hey, and when they infested the mall that summer, you see they didn't much as take those kids to the zoo. The zoo's literally free. Yeah, they didn't do any outings. They didn't fund for any. Hey, let's go do this. Let's get away from the mall for a moment. The reason why I think they didn't do that because they were afraid Antifa was going to come chalk all their shit. I don't know. But they had to guard the mall and Bunker Hill at the same time. Remember that. That's what really thinned them out a lot. Was she responsible for Give Us Back Our Liberty? Yeah, but the smile, yep. Nancy says, yeah, Screaming Steve cussing at tourists didn't look crazy at all. I mean, man, the footage of him going after random people in public was funny. Like, he was a character. He was one of a kind. Nancy says, remember Santa having a meltdown and bailing on the whole thing? He was livid at not being a YouTube gazillionaire. Yeah, I remember his famous words at that time where I'm going, you all can go to hell, I'm going to Ohio. And he walked away, he grabbed his freaking chair, he had a fancy chair that like rocked with a squeak. I remember that. And he picked up that chair, folded it up, and walked away. And it was like out of a scene of a movie. I remember seeing that live. I was like, oh man, Santa's so. But then he posts like TikToks about not giving up. How much quit do you have in you for your faith and stuff like that? It's like, dude, get out of here. All right, we're on our descent. We're gonna check our altimeter real quick here. I gotta do some quick aviation stuff. So let's do arrival 3017. Let's move on up. Doesn't look like we have ATC. We didn't get our ATC that we wanted. So it's all good. Oh yeah, X-ray is a whole different rabbit hole. Like we don't have to even elaborate on that character himself, but I just remember when the People's Convoy broke up. He was very adamant. He immediately started going after like the big streamers that were making the big money, like Taco Joe, and like really grilling them on like, what is your purpose here? Why were you here this whole time making money and not helping? Now the whole thing's falling apart, and kind of putting that blame factor on the streamer Taco Joe, right? Who's collecting all these super chats like left and right, and X-Ray even acknowledged it. Like I've seen your chat, I've seen all the super chats, I've seen all the money you're making. Like really just like the turmoil, right? The grief, the betrayal of just because of money. Just because of money. You know, it creates so much people get pissed at each other for money. It's always been that way. You wouldn't write it up any different. It's just kind of happened that way, of blaming a streamer for making money. He's a streamer too, in a sense, but more of on the scale of like one of them fringe type streamers that you don't see online very much, like a Jersey J. You know, he's kind of in that Jersey J, even though he looks like Jersey J. He's in that Jersey J kind of category of streamer not making all that in super chats, maybe get 30, 50 viewers maybe at a time during the peak times of the convoy, but not getting all that money, but still getting some viewers, but not like Taco Joe was. So he took it out on him. There's a clip of that. I'd have to pull it up to replay it, but it was the day it all broke up, man. Go look, like Taco Cho got fucking rolled by by X-Ray. X-Ray went after him hard. Was pissed off. Was not happy. And then seeing fucking Cookie Boy Goblin, like he was pissed off too, because the big grift all of a sudden just ended, and they were getting called out. Both of them. It was, oh man. They were trying to defend themselves. Oh man, so such a good moment. All right, we're descending into the Annapolis area. We are at 17,000 feet. We'll come out of standard altimeter here. 3017 is our altimeter. Setting. Santa had one partner, and it says Santa had one partner at the end too. Book a lot of work on their website. Oops. Oh yeah, the guy that made the book. The book. Oh my god, I forgot about X-Ray. He had an excuse for getting through the series to talk about. I don't. Yeah, like I said, go back to X-Ray. We'll talk about him. I just don't know much about his past. Don't care to know at all. Don't care. Ain't going there. Yeah, the whole X-Ray offer drugs to some high school filter. Hey, Nancy, I don't know. Don't want to, yeah. I'm going to retract the comment, Nancy. You're not timed out. I don't want to have the talk in high school. Like that X-Ray talk there. I have to, yeah. Hope you understand. Nothing personal. Just, not here. Not here. Understood the vid and everything, but yeah. But yeah, I just had to retract the comment. Just don't want the drug talk with the, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. None of that shit. Anyway, we are coming down. 14,000 feet, coming through a cloud layer. No, you're good, Nancy. I'm just not, like, we don't have to, yeah, we don't have to go there. But just back to the whole situation, the whole, I guess, spectrum of things is back to the fragmentation conversation or thing, what I was talking about fragmentation. It happened with TBC down to 7076, and then it fragmented to the J6 thing, right? The Freedom Corner. We're not gonna go into detail on that. Don't need to. Obviously, we all know about that. I'm just saying the fragmentation, evolution of how it went towards the victory that they so seek in their mind, a sense of being victorious. I won, you lost kind of mentality of I win, nana nana boo boo, I win. And are you tired of winning and trying to rub it in your face type shit, right? I won. You didn't win. I'm the one that's winning. I'm the one that's in a Buick that can't go to a McDonald's anymore and live stream. I'm the one that's winning. I'm the one that still live streams from his actual basement. Mr. Flagberg. He actually streamed from his basement. Okay. He wants to claim trolls live in basements and eat hot pockets. But he won, right? I mean, the list goes on. Jerry, Big Drunk, all of these fragments now. They're all fragments of what we used to know as the main chud sphere has been. Hey, Rosemary, what's up? Like the main chud sphere is now smaller fragments. The channels are smaller fragments of gravity that has gravity that pulls people into those channels for activity that doesn't exist as much. You don't get the high mud pies. You don't get that anymore. It's rather boring. Like, let's pray. Let's do prayer and shit, or let's talk about. Let's try to do some rage porn stream, like Big Drunk has been doing. What's up, Rosemary? Welcome in. Like, let's try to do some big rage porn stream about shit. Like, I don't know if I'm making any goddamn sense, and I really don't care if I am or not, but just talking. Speaking my mind, just throwing my words out there, like, and just like that mentality of we've won and everything's gonna be great now. We're making America great now, and everything in their like tight-knit world is now much smaller than what they really thought it was. They thought it was so big and worldwide. Haven't heard from English Rose. She's supposed to be in Florida as of like a week ago or so. I have to go look up her shit, see what the fuck's going on with her. But like, everything is slowed down. People are even saying it themselves. They're like, I've been doing a lot of things offline now. People are like in the chat sometimes like, oh, I miss that. But you haven't heard the utterance of Freedom Corner. You haven't heard even when like Gator. Oh, let me stop her. They seriously hated APR because she's done. They were not. It's all, money's gonna piss people off, Nancy. No matter who gets the donut or not, it doesn't matter who it really is. It's just people get pissed off at that shit. Oh yeah, the whole Rip does, like, we don't talk about them, but anyway, like, back to what I was saying, like the whole fragmentation, like, I don't know, it's just like, now they're not really together as much. There's not that, their sense of community. You can even see it in Glory Beef's auction sales dwindling. Like, the sense of community and camaraderie is really only like at the surface. Like, you can only see it at the surface. It's not like if they really won, then like there would be like so much different content showing that they've won something, but they haven't shown that they've won. They can only talk about conspiracies and all the yes man articles that they read that tell them that everything's great now, we're back on track. It's like, no, we're not. We're gonna do a little speed intervene here. We're gonna go to 210. And then you got this like intelligence leak. I mean, I could go on and on. We could jump up the chain of command here and go right up to the top of the chain of command, which seems to be Elon Musk, who was at that presser. Did you guys notice the optics of that presser? I'm not really politically, like, I don't talk a lot of politics shit, but I just look at optics sometimes. Did you guys notice one thing about the optics of that presser? Who was at the very end of that table in the main shot with the red hat? And then who was at the middle of the table perpendicular to that person, right? In view, looking at him, being able to have eye contact, no problem, all that. Yet Elon Musk at the end of the table, which you ever did look at, the old style pictures of the kingdoms and kings and all that. At the very end of the table is the king, the one in charge, and then the other people down the table are just the ones that help make things work. They're the muscle of the operation, right? And we kind of had that look right there. It was. I found that quite interesting. I was like, wow, those optics are like, this is like, what? This guy with the fucking red hat? Oh, it's that guy. Okay. So we're gonna drop down to 4,000 feet here. Speed. And like I said, like, I'm not too hyper on politics. There's a lot of other channels out there, content, people you can talk to that are all up on that information. I don't watch one source like Bendy Dancer or Bendy Johnson or whatever the fuck Meatbot watches. Like, I don't sit there and watch one source and just think that's everything, right? Like, but I don't watch a lot of those sources. I don't watch those weird podcasters and shit. I don't fucking care. I don't like fucking care to hear it sometimes. It just depends. Just depends. Alright, we're coming down. Nancy, Rosemary back up in your road. Nancy said to keep up with the. Okay, back to the park. Skipping up the thing. Where we at with the couple? Southern California. I'm glad the stream has actually stayed up. Like, holy shit, we're gonna get a landing on this. Alright, so we're gonna put ourselves in heading mode. Drop down to 4,000 feet. We're gonna turn on the localizer. We're going to make a left turn, obviously, based on our navigation display here. The localizer point driver at 4,000 feet or above. So once we get down a little bit more, we'll make that turn. We'll drop our working speed a little bit down to 1,000. I mean, but yeah, just seeing it all, like... From Meatwad trying to copyright strike me. I mean, like, that was fucking hilarious. I can't believe that even happened, but I didn't think it was a possibility, but it was. Anything's possible. I'm going to drop our flaps to flaps 5. We're going to arm the speed brake. We're going to land this puppy. We're going to get this thing on the ground, guys. We're about to make that turn. So intercept the localizer. Here we go. Look out this window here. Getting kind of a sunset view. Yeah, appreciate you guys all flying. Boss Money Smoky Chair Lines. Appreciate everybody coming in, and joining the flight as we approach the ILS 426 or 23, right? Right on our perpendicular here. So runways are about 10 o'clock right now, and the ILS approach fix is at 12 o'clock. So this is how you fly. You fly with using a clock, and if you don't know how to read a clock, then I don't know how you can fly. Because that's kind of like your heading. Well, in a sense. We're actually on the magnetic heading of 273 degrees to intercept the ILS. But I digress. But hopefully, I'll leave both streams up. Hopefully you guys all learn how to fly a Boeing 737-800. Nancy, did you learn a thing or two about this aircraft? Did you learn how to fly? Did you learn how to fly this aircraft? Did you get a feel of how this aircraft operates, how things work? Boom! We've captured the localizer for runway 23 right, so now we can hit the approach button, and we will capture the glide slope, which is right above us. This purple diamond right here is our glide slope. We'll keep it at 180 knots. We're good. We're about 10 miles out. Actually, you know what? We'll slow that speed down just a little bit. Slow down 180. So we are on the localizer here, which is indicated at the top of our primary flight display, and on the right side here, we can see the pink diamond coming down, and that'll indicate the glide slope capture, GS glide slope. So now the aircraft is making its way down towards the runway pretty much on its own until the pilot intervenes. So this is kind of how you land, how normal commercial aircraft land. Now you can hand fly all the way down from here, no problem, but we got a little bit of haze, so we would prefer the ILS. You still crashed the plane, Nancy. Oh, okay, wait. Appreciate it.
2,500.
Alright, let's give this an altitude indication here. So at 5 miles out, we are going to go into our reference landing speed, which is about 145 knots. The amount of fuel we have on board. We're passing through 3,000 feet through the haze right now. Then if you look out here, we got the vicinity of Indianapolis right here off our left wing as we come into the ILS 23 right approach over the White River. It's looking good there. It's looking really nice. Alright, so we're coming up at 5 miles, so at this point we will drop our speed. Some more flaps. Drop our gear. So the gear is out. And we were on a final approach. Runway's in sight. We'll go full gear here in just a moment, or full flaps here in just a second. Alright, so this is what it would look like. It's very hazy out here right now. I got it on real weather, but the time obviously is pitch black outside, so I can put it at like where we would land, like sort of like a mid-evening time, just before sunset. Man, that looks nice. Look at that. That looks cool. Alright, coming in for final. Shut off the auto throttle. Autopilot has been disconnected. It's my flight, my plane, baby.
100, 50, 30, 20, 10.
Alright, full reverse. Let's go. We are on the ground. We made it. Haha. Drop the spoilers. Rolling down the runway. Go ahead and exit right here when able. That's usually what they'll tell you. Exit the next left when able. So they'll give you time. And then you'll usually pull about right here. Old short point. Be giving you taxi instructions. See if we can get a. See if we can get a gate. Bravo 12. Bravo 13, yeah. Bravo 13. Okay. Alright, we'll take Bravo 13. Right. Bring up our flaps. Running lights off. Taxi light on. On. And our runway, or our strobe lights off. Just steady. Well, I would like to thank you guys for all flying along the Smoky Chair Lines. Brought to you by Boss Money. The one and only. Taking you all around the world. I should do like a 24/7 stream where I can not a 24/7, but like a long haul stream. That would be funny. Just leave chat up, see what the fuck comes in chat. All right, we're gonna roll up to the gate. We're gonna take us all to the gate. We're not just gonna leave you all here on the tarmac. So pretty much see where it's at. How would you rate that landing, Nancy? How would you rate that taxi deviation there, Nancy? I'm just kidding. I felt like that was a pretty fun landing. It felt pretty good. You know, taking off the autopilot and auto throttle. It felt pretty decent. It felt pretty okay. Oh shit! I just hit just warp me there. Well, we just skipped our whole taxi, which is just fine. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of cut it short anyway. Doesn't matter. But I don't know. Any last thoughts? Any last words from anybody? Let's go around. Let's go around the room. All right. Well, hey, that's cool. Appreciate that. Actually, let me do this. We'll do something. We'll put ground power on and cut off these engines real quick. How about that? Set chocks. West ground power. Once ground power is active, it'll show active right here. We can cut the engine on. Bam. Oh. There we go. Just cut all the lights off. Yeah. I don't know. We got this big glare coming off of this object right in front of us. What the fuck? Oh, it's the sun behind us. Well, hey, we had a good flight. We landed. We made it. It was a good landing. Appreciate everybody coming out. You know, learn to fly a plane. You know, grow some apples on your balls. Learn to fly a plane. You don't need to go to college. You don't need to go to some university or some fancy ass class to fly a plane, to fly a 737-800. I can help you out. Won't be that big of a deal. I can give you lessons. Don't let the government control y'all. I hope y'all have a great night. God bless y'all. And I'll see y'all on the next motherfucking flight. How about that? How about that?